Pleasant morning, Bapu family. Bapu, believe ambitiously, persevere opportunities outstandingly. I want to talk about parenting, the importance of good parenting in society. First of all, I strongly believe that parenting should include in the school curriculum the topic parenting, and there are subtopics like fatherhood, motherhood below parenting, because I believe that parenting is integral to create a utopian society, to create a society free from crime, violence, and all the other social issues that we face. If we focus on parenting, we can have a better society, and it can fix this problem, can address legislatively. So the Ministry of Education can include parenting in the school curriculum. A lot of parents don't want to understand that parenting is the backbone, the foundation of society, to create a law-abiding society where people are there to the law. Because if we believe that the children are the future, what future are we talking about if we don't focus on parenting, proper parenting that is? We need to focus on the importance of parenting in society, right? We need to go to the grassroots and the foundation, right, of parenting. A lot of times we may argue that, you know, children as a choice, right? And we may even colloquially say that um, bird can fly and in pitney walk. But let us look at parenting. Let us focus on parenting. So if parent has a responsibility to ensure, it's a divine responsibility. Parenting is a divine responsibility, and we must ensure that children receive the proper responsibility. We are charged with this responsibility to ensure that our children grow up to be law-abiding citizens in society. So let us just focus on our responsibility that we are charged with. It's a divine responsibility from God Almighty, right? So if we are focusing on proper parenting, we will definitely have a better society. So what I see in our society is a breakdown in parenting. And the solution to this, we have to place more emphasis on parenting, and it start from within the school curriculum, from the school, the classroom. We have to ensure that curriculum, we incorporate parenting in the school curriculum. The legislators incorporate parenting in the school curriculum. The Ministry of Education must ensure that parenting incorporated are included in the school curriculum. It is just unfortunate that these social issues, we continue to speak about these social issues. We even quote scriptures and say this generation, we are a generation of vipers, right? And we we are definitely can quote scriptures and look at it in a biblical perspective. But what are we doing as parents to ensure that our children emulate these good emulate morals and conduct themselves as law-abiding citizens in society? What are we doing? So we have to look in the mirror and ensure that we are doing what we are divinely charged to do. We are divinely charged to be a good parent, to ensure that we grow our children in the right way, train up the children in the right way, that when they grow old they may never depart from these ways, right? So what we understand, what in our society, I can speak about this Jamaica, right? What I see is single parenting, and most likely, most times when you see it, single parenting, man gone missing, gone on Mars, he missing from the woman said she pregnant, man missing, and this is so unfortunate, because it is a divine responsibility. And when a man fails to fulfill his divine responsibility as a father, right, to ensure that his child, our children, grow up the way in which God Almighty want him to grow his children. It shows that it's irrelevant. It's like blasphemous against God. It is like, you know, uh, it's just something very unfortunate what we find in our society, where men are not playing their role and understand that parenting is an obligation, it's not an option. It is an obligation. Let me repeat, it's an obligation, because you are charged, males, man, are charged with the responsibility from God Almighty to ensure that their children grow up the right way. Right? We cannot continue like this in an unlawful society where, and let me go to the grassroots, from children must be accountable for their actions. Accountability, transparency is of utmost importance within the confines of parenting. A child must be accountable for his action. That's and the reason for this: when the child grew up to be a man or a woman in society, the child understand that he or she must be accountable for his or her action. So when a child misbehaves, there must be consequence. I'm not talking about physical abuse, because some of us may, overdo it, colloquially speaking, overdo it. Some of us don't understand that you can discipline a child without getting all riled up and punishment, right? Punish the child in a way to bring forth accountability. It's not about getting up that big board, big whatever it is, and then CD and other agency, child protection agency, become interested in your action, in your bad conduct. It is the solution is ensure that, for example, the child may want to go to a party, a friend party. You deprive this child of this. The child may want a new tricycle, a new bicycle, a new video game, whatsoever it is. You deprive this child of this. So the consequence, this child learned consequence. Not until parents teach their children that there are consequence, and that there will be consequence or consequences to their actions, we will have a better society.